Welcome to the channel, everyone. Well, got some big upgrades for the Ranger 6x6. For those that don't know, this is a 2004 that I have done a ton of customizing to. I got a whole playlist if you want to go check it out. Yeah, I got pretty much everything I've done to this thing on video. It's got a rear independent suspension that did not come from the factory that way. But on to today's video. Yeah, some of you guys might recognize these wheels and tires. They were on my Ranger 900. I have bought two more. So these are gonna go on the 6x6. So I've got 26s on here. Yeah, 26, 10, 12s. Now that's pushing it on a stock 6x6, one of these older ones. That's really pushing it because the tires right here, they'll almost touch. You can see I got lots of room because like I said, this is custom Ranger. I got a independent rear suspension back there, so I got lots of room. I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble. These are 28, 10, 14s, so I mean, they're pretty big rim. This is really what I wanted to do to this thing since the beginning. That's the whole reason for making room for bigger tires that I've been doing. Moving the axle back here. The only issue that I think I might have is up here. Might not clear that. I measured everything out and I must have mismeasured. I thought I only needed 3/4 of an inch, but I think I need more like 1.25 inches. So yeah, fingers crossed. I just gonna hope and pray that they go on here. One other thing to do this, the older Rangers have smaller lugs. I believe 3/8. I'll show you once I get one off here. So the newer Rangers, 900s, newer Razors, 1000s now have a 12mm lug. So quite a bit bigger. I have put 900 rims on one of these Rangers without any adapters or anything. I think I had to use a washer back there. Not recommended at all. That was way before they had what I'm going to show you in these boxes. They have adapters now that allow you to go from the 3/8 smaller stud to 12mm, and I'll show you them once I get it out. But I gotta get this thing jacked up, get some of these tires off, cross my fingers that this is gonna fit here, and then yeah, we'll cross that bridge if we get there and it don't fit. But yeah, I get this thing jacked up, get some tires off, and hopefully get these on pretty quick. Okay, so here are the spacers. I bought 6 of them because I got 6x6. You're probably only gonna need 4 of them if you're doing this at home. You probably only got a 4x4, but they go on to there, and then they got the 3/8 nuts to bolt them on. Now, one thing when you're doing spacers and you're putting them on your vehicles or whatever, make sure these studs that bolt on the spacer do not stick out. If they stick out here, that's when people have problems. Usually they don't get their wheel tight or the wheel falls off. But anyway, make sure your lugs don't stick out. Now, I've put longer studs in this Ranger. So if you got an older Ranger, a lot of times these rear studs are shorter. I've done videos on that. Go check out some videos. Maybe I'll see if I can find one and I'll link one. But yeah, it's better to get the longer studs back here. For some reason these older ones came with short studs. Well, I guess the reason they came with shorter studs is because they have steel. They came with steel rims and they're real thin. The aluminum rims are a lot thicker. So anyway, I'm going to get these on so I can do some test fitting and see how these are going to fit. Okay, so just to give you an idea, a little bit of idea of the difference here on these tires, and it's a little more extreme doing it this way because it's going to look a lot taller than it actually is by doing this. But yeah, it's they're a little bigger. So let's get them on there, see what's going to happen here. Okay, so first off, that looks awesome. You think it cleared? You think that front one's clearing? Well, it does clear. Not by a whole lot. And as the suspension moves up, it's probably going to hit up here. So, I mean, that's probably in an extreme situation that'll happen. So I'm not too concerned about that. I might look into something like making some custom control arms and just to move that back a little bit. Kind of like the front here. When I did the control arms and moved it forward, I could do something like that, make a jig, move it back an inch. We'd probably solve that. But yeah, this'll get me driving around. I'm not afraid to drive that around. I was closer than that when I had my other, when it was a straight axle. This side, could be a little different. I got a fuel tank on this side, but I still think it's gonna clear. So I'm gonna get this side on, then we'll go to the front and we'll get an overall look at how awesome this thing. This is the vision I had when I bought my first 6x6, but you can see they stick out just a teeny bit. So not too bad. Might have to make some guards or something, but yeah, I'm excited. I gotta get the other ones on, and yeah, we'll maybe get this thing out. I know the sun's really blaring in that door, so I gotta get to work getting all these swapped out. Alrighty guys, so they're bolted on. I gotta say, it looks awesome. Yeah, this is the Ranger that when I bought my first 6x6, this was the Ranger I was trying to build right here. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. It's actually, I don't think it's as tight over here for some reason. I don't know what the deal is, but there's more room over here than there is over there on the other side. I need new bushings for these control arms. Yeah, I need new bushings for that. I'll order them. That shouldn't be too hard, because the bigger tire on there, I can actually grab it and make it flop now, so I can actually see the bushings that are bad. But yeah, it sticks out a little bit from the body. And then the front, actually the front, I got two spacers. I left that one spacer on there, and you should never do a double spacers. You should never stack spacers like that, guys. But if I don't do that, this front tire won't be lined up. You see how they line up all the tires? If I take that one spacer out, they won't line up. So there's different widths front and back for some reason, but the factory can do that with the factory wheels because the front wheels are skinnier, back wheels are wider. They got probably different offsets. And right now I'm running the same size rim, 14 by 7s, and same size tires. So yeah, I gotta run this thing around, test it out. Okay, so out and about doing some testing, and everything's working good. Put all the weight on that center axle and couldn't get nothing to hit, so I believe I'm good to go. Hopefully that wind ain't messing up the sound. Yeah, real happy with the setup now. Pretty much what I always wanted. Now the front, I probably wouldn't have been able to get the 28s on there, except for the forward A-arms, because that tire, when it turns, it tucks up in there. So yeah, if you're gonna put 28s, like say on a 4x4, you probably need some forward A-arms to clear that front tire. But the back should be good on a 4x4 model. You gotta do quite the work I did here to get them on a 6x6. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you.